Most of the professionals, they think that knowledge is not enough. Why? Because especially for the fresh graduated when they came from the universities and they join the business world, they get a lot of challenges.
For all entrepreneurs, it's so important to put yourself out there. That's the biggest challenge. Get yourself out there. Get yourself in the public. Use social media. Use online conferences. I've spoken 3 times as the keynote speaker in Zimbabwe.
Podcast that takes you behind the scene with some of the inspiring, most successful business leaders in the world. Today we have Mr. Rocky. Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Howard Prager. I am a longtime ATD leader and champion and have worked in the area and field of leadership development most of my career as a coach consultant and a facilitator. And I'm here to talk about not only what's going on in leadership, but a book that just came out that has been selling very successfully called Make Someone's Day, Becoming a Memorable Leader in Work and Life.
Great. Could you please just provide us a short description about Make Someone's Day?
Yes, I'd be delighted to talk about Make Someone's Day. The strongest compliment someone can say to you is not just thank you, or I appreciate it, or good job. The strongest compliment anyone can say are just 4 simple words. You made my day. People don't say that out of the ordinary. It's only if you've done something in such an extraordinary way that you've made a difference when they've most needed it. The book is full of examples on how you can use this as an introvert or extrovert, online or in person, with people you know or people you don't know, from simple to complex. And it's full with examples that you can use as well as a simple model to learn so that you can be able to do that as well. I call it the VIP model because who doesn't want to feel like a VIP?
All right. So most of the professionals, they think that knowledge is not enough. Why? Because especially for the fresh graduated when they came from the universities and they joined the business world, they face a lot of challenges. So could you please just provide us what are the benefits and the advantages to have a strong interpersonal skills or soft skills, and how can the personal development or the interpersonal skills help the juniors or the new entrepreneurs?
So much of life today is done online. People have friends online, communities online, people they've never met online. And we seem to go into that, especially the younger generation is just appearing to be more comfortable online. And yet we know that the way work gets done, the way people are successful is to find ways to collaborate and communicate. And those are the reasons that interpersonal skills are so important for every age and every generation.
Could you please explore the characteristics of the great entrepreneurs or the successful entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so successful entrepreneurs are ones who are able to take a concept and turn it into reality. And they do that in a way that by finding out what the needs of others are and meeting those needs. Those entrepreneurs are successful because they do what our keynote speaker talked about today. Priya Parker talked about gathering and needing to gather and needing to push people out of their comfort zone to do a little disruption. And the entrepreneurs that are most successful know the disruption that's needed and are able to push that lever to make it happen.
Well, After COVID 19, there is a huge business transformation in the world by using the technology as one of the most important tools to not only just to continue, is to grow your business and stay in the market. You can provide us some tactics and strategies to build a successful online business, especially for the junior entrepreneurs. You can provide us some advices, some strategies, some tactics.
Yes, and I'm an entrepreneur too. This is the third business I've had. And I was surprised that during the pandemic, during the lockdown, the worst of the worst times, things were rather quiet for a few months. And then I started going online more and connecting more and getting clients that way. It's amazing how that communication and collaboration and listening to what people need and want can make such a difference. So that's why I come back to those two C's: is that communicate and collaborate. The third piece I put in is being able to listen sincerely, listen with your heart. Because if you're listening and understanding what others need, you're going to be there to meet those needs. And the world needs that more than ever.
Well, for a successful entrepreneur, one of the most challenging skills needed is to be great leaders. So, what are the characteristics of great leadership? Especially when you are building an online business, which means that you will have dealing with the clients online, remotely, virtually, and sometimes you will sell some of the products online, which it's not tangible, even sometimes not tangible. So, what about the especially the entrepreneur? What about the characteristics that can make an effective leaders to success in the enterprise as juniors or as a young entrepreneurs?
Yes, for all entrepreneurs, it's so important to put yourself out there. That's the biggest challenge. Get yourself out there. Get yourself in the public. Use social media. Use online conferences. I've spoken 3 times as the keynote speaker in Zimbabwe for their general manager HR conference. And I did it all virtually. It's amazing how the impact you can have that way. You just need to be open, find those opportunities, look for them, seek them out, and then be ready. Be ready to go. Be ready to give them what they need. They're looking for ideas right now like you're looking for your customers. So give them ideas. Be open to that. And that's where, again, I talk about listening and hearing what they need and show how your solution, your methodology, your process will help them solve their problem.
Right. So you can just provide, as a finished word, to finish some advices for the young entrepreneurs.
Yes, thank you. So here's a few things for you young entrepreneurs out there. Think about connection. Think about communication. Think about collaboration. Those 3 C's will lead you to 3 P's, and that is your purpose, your process, and your payoff. And that's where you want to get to.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sure.